Sir, your friend isn't who you think he is, the cleaner said, her voice barely steady. He's planning something that could ruin you and everything you've built. The billionaire froze, unsure whether this was a genuine warning or a trap in disguise. Hey story lovers, today's tale is titled, A Poor Cleaner Warns a Billionaire About His Friend. What happened next will leave you stunned. If you're watching this at 5:15 a.m., comment your city name below. This one's for the early risers. It was still dark outside when Gloria unlocked the towering Langford building. She'd worked here for nearly a decade, cleaning floors that reflected the power of those who walked on them. She wasn't paid much, but she saw everything, who smiled politely, who slammed doors, and who threw secrets into trash cans like they didn't matter. Mason Langford, the billionaire CEO, was a man she'd only seen a few times. Always sharp, always surrounded, always untouchable. But one morning, Gloria saw something she couldn't ignore. Mason's best friend and business partner, Cal, was in the CEO's office. Alone, digging through confidential files, copying documents. He didn't see Gloria, but she saw enough to recognize betrayal. The next day, Gloria took a risk. As Mason exited the elevator, she gathered her courage. "Sir," she said, nervously wringing her hands, "I don't mean to overstep, but your friend Cal, yesterday he was in your office, going through your files. I think he was copying things." Mason paused. No reaction, no thanks, no anger. He simply walked past. Gloria's heart sank. Had she gone too far? Would she be fired for speaking up? She spent the rest of the day on edge, expecting someone to escort her out. But the following morning, everything changed. Security trucks surrounded the building. 2 guards greeted her respectfully. Upstairs, Cal's office was being cleared out. Mason stood silently, watching it happen. He turned to her and said simply, "You were right." Later that day, he invited her into his office, a place she had never stepped foot in before. He showed her the surveillance footage. Cal had stolen proprietary information, transferred company secrets to a competitor. Millions were at stake. Had Gloria not spoken up, the company would have collapsed within months. "You saved us," Mason said. "And you didn't have to." Gloria stood quietly, overwhelmed by the view from a room she never thought she'd enter. Then Mason handed her an envelope. Inside, her new paycheck. 5 times her old salary. A new title, Integrity Analyst. She hadn't warned him to gain anything. She simply did what was right. But that one moment of courage changed everything. From that day forward, Gloria no longer wore a cleaning badge. She was a guardian of trust in a world too quick to overlook people like her. And Mason? He learned that wisdom doesn't always wear a suit. Sometimes, it wears gloves and carries a mop. If this story moved you, give it a like. Share it with someone who needs a reminder that the quietest voices often carry the greatest truth. Comment where you're watching from, because stories like this, they happen everywhere, and they matter.